We begin top story with late breaking news.
Is it going to succeed, yes or no?
I think it's going to succeed. It's going to succeed.
Can you believe it?
Y'all did it.
KBLA Talk 1580 is about to celebrate its second anniversary on Juneteenth, and no terrible twos around here. We couldn't be more excited about all the good news we'll be announcing soon, including the launch of some new shows to keep giving you more of what you've been looking for.
Come on.
Smart radio for smart people. Hey, it's our celebration, but you get all the gifts. We'll be giving away fresh merch, swag bags, and a chance for you to join the private invitation-only, star-studded music and dance till you drop, food and drink galore second anniversary celebration. To stay in the know about the second anniversary details, download the KBLA Talk 1580 app right now. Don't miss out on your chance to be a winner. At KBLA Talk 1580, when we come forward, we're bringing everybody with us.
Happy anniversary, KBLA!
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
A little preparation goes a long way during a disaster. So we're going to talk about how to give your future self a gift by stocking your pantry in case you need to shelter in place, and packing a go bag with the most critical supplies to have on hand when evacuating when things go south. But first I have to say this. Research has shown that disasters overwhelmingly bring out the best in people. We've heard this over and over during interviews for this series. From hurricanes to landslides, people become more altruistic and go to great lengths to help those around them. In the face of a common enemy like a disaster, we tend to cooperate, and that's certainly been my experience. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. If a hurricane makes it this far, we usually don't have to evacuate, but we are likely to lose power. And that's exactly what happened when Hurricane Zeta barreled through the city just 2 weeks before filming this episode. At one point, 2 million Georgians were without power. What you need to do to prepare depends on your area and type of hazard, so stay with us.
Yep, indeed. Your brother Zoe Williams is back in the building live in the heart of Lamert Park. You already know what it is. KBLA Talk 1580. You know our 2-year anniversary is right around the corner. That's Juneteenth, year number 2, and already legendary. So, let me give you a little bit of insight behind the topic before I actually give you the full topic. So, this is a relationship show. We talk all things relationship, and we go deep. And we use everything that is any ideological construct that is within our reach to bring the point home, whether it's philosophy, spirituality, science. We go all over the map to create a new type of perspective when it comes to relationship. You can see these mind-bending kind of, mind-stretching, I should say, kind of philosophies within some of the books I've written. My 2015 book, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Again, a routine is ruined in gymnastics if you don't know how to stick the landing. So most of us are unaware that we have a relationship routine. Now, John Bowlby and Ainsworth and others didn't call it a routine. They called it an attachment style, right? So metaphorically speaking, gymnastics made sense to the author, myself. I was like, you can ruin your whole routine if you don't effectively stick the landing. Boom, relationship topic, right? Then 2019 rolled around, and I have been working on this particular book that I'm about to mention. I have been working on this book since, I would say, 2015, right? Once I put out the relationship dismount, this idea came to me. And with the idea was about marrying scientific concepts to relationship concepts. So when I saw the double slit experiment, when I saw what's the other one? Fine tuning. These are concepts in quantum physics and cosmology. When I saw these concepts, the holographic principle, right off the bat, I saw the connectivity. When I saw entanglement in 2015, right? I was like, wow, that's relationships. So I took 8 of the leading scientific principles and converted them into relationship principles. And in 2019, I dropped the holographic relationship. Then in 2021, because immediately after the holographic relationship dropped, immediately I started working on the shrouded lighthouse, because the idea came to me almost immediately. I'm the type of person, if I don't have a concept to put all my ideas in, I won't write a book. So the concept is the vehicle. But literally weeks after the holographic relationship dropped, in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm not writing any more relationship books. And then a week later, bow, the shrouded lighthouse dropped into my consciousness. And the shrouded lighthouse, another concept about us having 2 lighthouses, the one that people can see and the lighthouse that people can't see. But what the 2 lighthouses, what I call the dark lighthouse or the invisible lighthouse or the shadow lighthouse. But both lighthouses have the same function. A lighthouse is designed to draw wayward ships to shore. Well, I said, okay, your visible light is your talent, your charisma, your aesthetics, your personality, your vibe, your anything else you have to offer that is just visible. We can see it clearly. Your smile, that's a visible light. Invisible lights are the wounds you have yet to deal with, the wounds you have yet to reconcile. And both lighthouses work the same way, right? Your shadow lighthouse is pulling in lessons, right? Situationships. So that leads me to today's topic, because a lot of people don't understand the real purpose or concept behind why we attract who we attract and for what purpose, right? I've been saying for a long time, relationships are a highly reflective classroom where the biofeedback you get from your partner is your personal curriculum. This is how you heal. How else can you see it? You know, you can see an aspect of it in yourself, but you don't know how you're going to show up in relationship or how what you've been through is going to show up. So that leads me to today's topic, and it really upsets me. Well, not really. I'm not really upset. I see this as an opportunity to expound on it. A lot of brothers think that if the world goes to hell in a handbasket, somehow modern day women are going to respect them more. Just by virtue of you being a man. You know, we got flooded out, so you're going to need some manpower to move that refrigerator out in front of your car. I hear men saying it. Wait until the dollar crash. You're going to be more man after the dollar crashes? Because I know how to fish. Come on. The whole perspective is off. So today's topic, danger. The relationship bug out bag. Huh? To what extent can the aftermath, listen, to what extent can the aftermath of our internally unhealed natural disasters exacerbate the impact of a real natural disaster? Because who wants to be saved by someone who can't save themselves? Ooh. Huh? You might be able to fish, but you could be a sociopath. You could be psychopathic. You could still be mad at your mama and your daddy, and you need a relationship to pour that toxicity into. Yes, you did a good job rowing the boat away from the crocodiles. Huh? See, the brothers will call in. I told y'all. They don't believe spirituality is real. So everything got to be tangible, right? So you hear brothers saying, yeah, that love stuff, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, the spiritual stuff. But when it get down to it, when the rubber meet the road, who gonna protect you? Don't you know you more than just a provider and a protector, brother? I asked brothers weeks ago, I said, what is your spiritual game plan for your family? Not your religious one. What is a unique philosophy that you have cultivated from the victories you've gained from conquering aspects of your own darkness? That is supposed to be the bedrock of your family, the family you're trying to build, your family's philosophy. That should be the bedrock. Huh? Many brothers don't have that. So you hear brothers saying, love ain't real. You hear brothers saying, love ain't enough. Just like some sisters do. Danger. The relationship bug out bag. Woo, this is going to be interesting. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Why do some brothers seem like they're waiting for the next natural disaster to hit in order to feel more like a man? True or false? The natural disaster within you is far more powerful than the natural disaster outside of your door. 1-800-920-1580. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight, but don't be scared to call in. Because I want to talk to my brothers, and I want us to learn together. Iron sharpens iron. Agree or disagree? Although natural disasters can cause horrific damage to homes and infrastructure, they can bring married couples closer together. Listen to the caveat. At least temporarily. just like in the clip I played. The sister made it clear. She says natural disasters bring about a elevation of altruism. People start working together. Couples start trying to figure it out. Let's work together. Did you know that that is short-lived? Because the unhealed wounds in your spirit just sat on the sidelines while you guys filled up sandbags. Yep, we got to get this together or the house will be lost. Let's work together. Okay, let's get these sandbags together. I'm telling you, you are a worse natural disaster than what the earth can cook up. Uh-oh. Who wants to talk to me tonight? Agree or disagree? I'm going to say it again. Although natural disasters can cause horrific damage to homes and infrastructure, they can bring married couples closer together. Oh, here we go. When we come forward, the voice of reason shall continue to cook. We on fire tonight.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Join the city of Santa Monica and the Juneteenth Celebration Committee, Inc. for an afternoon of music, unique food, craft vendors, and local resources to celebrate the 31st annual Juneteenth on Saturday, June 17th from 1 to 7 p.m. in Virginia Avenue Park under the theme of Coming Together in Appreciation, Reconciliation, and Commemoration. This year, the main stage will feature a stellar lineup. Local blues artist Sonny Green, who will kick off the event with a lively set of classic soul and blues. Chaz Ross will lead his traditional participatory drumming performance. Victory Boyd will perform original, classic soul, jazz, folk, and gospel music. Arise Roots, a prominent American roots reggae band, and Climax, featuring Cheryl Cooley, will perform their classic songs. Join the city of Santa Monica in the Juneteenth Celebration Committee, Inc. to celebrate the 31st annual Juneteenth on Saturday, June 17th from 1 to 7 p.m. in Virginia Avenue Park in Santa Monica.
Are you a small or micro business owner looking for ways to succeed after the pandemic? LA County has got you covered. Gain access to economic opportunity grants and technical assistance to help your business thrive. Whether you need mentorship or capital investment programs, they're here to help. Find out if you qualify at recovery.lacounty.gov/programs. That's recovery.lacounty.gov/programs. LA County and you, moving forward together.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action is the youth component of the impactful CBO, known as the Community Coalition. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action has chapters at almost every South LA high school. Say Yeah, as they are popularly known, is located at 80th and Vermont, but serves young people all over South LA. Under the COCO umbrella, they train youth organizers, help underserved scholars prepare for college, and work with students to help them gain admission to top universities. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action fosters teen activism, where young people have led campaigns moving tens of millions of dollars to South LA schools and forcing officials to make AP classes available to students in under-resourced institutions. SCES scholars have taken part in the March on Washington, been published in major news outlets, and been elected to city council. Long before she was mayor, Karen Bass started the program when she founded the Community Coalition. To donate, volunteer, or enroll a student in South Central Youth Empowered Through Action, please visit cocsouthla.org. cocsouthla.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I wanna see where you got it. I'm the hottest around there. Know it when they see you rolling them polars around it.
got a soldier.
With the top down, feeling the sounds quaking and vibrating your thighs. Riding harder than guys with the chrome wheels at the bottom, white leather inside. When them lanes be spitting at you, tell them don't even try to shoot at Michelle and kick it with Kelly. You holler at B. You gotta be G's. You way out of your league.
We like them boys that be in them legs leaning. Open they mouth, they grill gleaming. Candy paint, keep that whip cleaning. country slang. We like that beat in the back beating. I be so low from that chiefin'. I love how he keep my body screaming. A rude boy that's good to me with street credibility.
If his status ain't hood, I ain't checking for him. Better be street if you're looking at me. I need a soldier that ain't scared to stand up for me. Known to carry big things if you know what I mean. If his status ain't hood, I ain't checking for him. Better be street if you're looking at me. I need a soldier that ain't scared to stand up for me. Gotta know to get dough and he better be street.
We like them boys up top from the BK. Know how to flip that money 3 ways. Always riding big on the freeway. With that East Coast slang.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. That's soldier. Huh? Brothers think they gonna need a soldier when the war starts. I hear men calling into existence World War III. Black people in America, all we got is America. Even our cousins from other parts of the world be like, you ain't a part of this country. You my cousin. You got captured. You live there. You from there. That's your spot. When the world ends, you're going to respect me as a man. Nah. She's going to respect you as a man only after you learn to respect yourself. She's going to love you deeply and wildly after you've conquered your demons, your shadow. After you've cultivated a purpose and a philosophy to go along with it. After you've made the world, you've made reality capitulate to your testicular fortitude. That's when she gonna respect you. Okay? Oh, God. Let me read that question one more time. Agree or disagree? Although natural disasters can cause horrific damage to homes and infrastructure, they can bring married couples closer together, at least temporarily. True or false? Do you agree or disagree? The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. That's according to a first-of-its-kind study from researchers at the University of Texas at Austin that looked at couples in the Houston area before and after Hurricane Harvey, right? They discovered, because they queried over about 235 couples. And what they found was the couples got tighter because they went through that tumultuous event, right? But their relationships problems came back later. So it was cool. Wow, we got through that. Whoa, hey, yeah, the streets are dry again. We're okay. And then the problem said, now deal with us. Okay, we had to sit down and be quiet for a minute, but now deal with us. That's what I'm saying. The internal natural disaster has a very powerful impact on your life and on your relationship. Let's go even deeper. Does a man's physical attributes make him more suitable to being the natural leader in the case of a natural disaster? Because most men, most of y'all fat and out of shape. Come on now. Why is it that every man says, I'm a provider and protector, and is not in the gym, does not own a pair of boxing gloves, hasn't taken any training, gun training, hand-to-hand training, knife training, ain't trained? Have you seen a trained brother fight a street brother? Okay, cool. I'm just saying, I'm a protector and a provider. I provide for you and I protect you. And be wheezing after punch number 1. Did he quit yet? Again, what if your woman is more trained than you are in survival tactics? Will your ego prevent you from letting her lead the way? Because you think by default, because you're a man, by default, she got to follow you. What if you're untrained and she is? What if she was in the military? There are women in the military at high levels. Oh, but that's not saying they're stronger than men. I'm not saying they're stronger than men, but they can be more skilled. And when it comes to survival, if she has a survival skill set and you don't, isn't that the same thing as letting her handle the money if she's better at handling the money than you? Get behind me, baby. Boy, you ain't trained. See, men think by default. Do you understand? They think simply by default of being a man, by default of their gender, that they should lead. But if you haven't led, if you weren't the general in a war to conquer your inner natural disaster, first off, who wants to survive a real natural disaster with your broken tail? Oh, God. Like, tornado, F5, take us out of here, because I don't want to, if we live, I got to deal with him. What are the essential items that a married couple should have in their home to prepare for a natural disaster? And how can they ensure that they are adequately equipped to handle the situation? To what extent does the development and maintenance of a couple's inner strength and resilience impact their ability to effectively create and execute a natural disaster survival plan? Listen, if you got anxiety, are you practicing mindfulness and meditation before hurricane season? Look, when I come forward, the voice of reason, we're going to drill down even further, and we're going to the phone line.
I need a soldier, and it's here to stand up for me. Known to carry big things, if you know what I mean. If your status ain't hood, I ain't checking for him. Better be street if you're looking at me. I need a soldier, and he's scared to stand up for me. Gotta know to get dough, and he better be street. I know some soldiers in here.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. A mural is being created in Springfield, Massachusetts to honor Oscar-winning costume designer Ruth Carter. She was the first Black woman to win 2 Academy Awards for her work on the Black Panther movies. Carter virtually joined a press conference at City Hall this week where it was announced that the mural will be going up at the Rebecca Johnson School. Several companies are vowing to end surprise junk fees following pressure from the Biden administration. President Biden announced recently Ticketmaster parent company Live Nation and SeatGeek agreed to commit to show all fees up front for ticket purchases starting in September. The move is the latest in the administration's push to nix junk fees, which are costs tacked on at the end of purchases, often for concert tickets, travel, and rentals. The president said he believes the fees are, quote, just wrong. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Need an accident attorney by your side? All you got to do is call the Accident Guys.
Injured in a car accident or at work? The Accident Guys can come to you almost anywhere, so you don't have to come to us. Se habla español.
It's our anniversary.
Every weekday during the month of June, we're giving away gear from the KBLA.store to say thank you for your support of KBLA Talk 1580 as we celebrate our 2nd anniversary. Each weekday, a different host will be giving away fresh merch to one lucky caller. All you have to do is keep it locked to KBLA Talk 1580 throughout the day, and our host will tell you when to dial in and when. It's our way of showing appreciation to you for helping make KBLA Talk 1580 the most trusted, credible, and reliable source of information for listeners just like you. Here's hoping you'll be one of our lucky winners. But you can always hit head over to the KBLA.store anytime for the best in KBLA Talk 1580 gear for yourself and great gift ideas. Now, celebrating 2 years of being your go-to. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we've got your black.
The pandemic may be over, but many Angelenos could be at risk of losing the place they call home. It's important to know your rights as a residential renter in the city of LA. Did you know eviction protection still exists for unpaid COVID-19 rental debt that was due before March 31st, 2023? And that you have 5 days to respond to an eviction notice, also known as an unlawful detainer. Learn more about your rental rights at housing.lacity.org. Be informed, be protected, be at home.
If you're a business owner or lead a nonprofit that's between 26 and 49 employees, please listen. Lendistry is proud to announce a new program whereby small businesses and nonprofits may qualify for reimbursement of COVID sick leave expenses incurred in 2021 or 2022. This program is administered by the California Office of the Small Business Advocate. Eligibility criteria apply and funding is limited. For more information, visit COVIDPaidSick.com. If you're a business owner or lead a nonprofit that has between 26 and 49 employees, please listen. Lendistry is proud to announce a new program whereby small businesses and nonprofits may qualify for reimbursement of COVID sick leave expenses incurred in 2021 or 2022. This program is administered by the California Office of the Small Business Advocate. For more information, visit COVIDPaidSick.com.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
The rent is too damn high. KBLA joins you in calling for affordable housing. The LA Tenants Union is a diverse, tenant-led movement fighting for the human right to housing for all. The LA Tenants Union demands safe, affordable housing and union rent control. They organize against landlord harassment, mass evictions, and displacement, and mobilize for the repeal of the Ellis Act and Costa-Hawkins Act. The LA Tenants Union is on a mission to strengthen tenants' political power through education, advocacy, and direct action. To get help with your eviction or other landlord-tenant issues, take action for justice, or become a member, visit latenantsunion.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
I switched to Boost Mobile and got a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone. Want to know the best part?
It was free?
Nope.
The fact that it's on America's largest 5G networks?
Nope. It's the ding.
Oh yeah, love the ding.
Right? It's all about the ding. It's the dingarooski, the dingaroner, the ring-a-ding-ding.
Unleash your power to save with Boost. Get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone when you switch. Boost Mobile. Unleash your power.
And the ding.
Limited time offer. New customers only. Available on select networks. 5G not available everywhere. One device per line. Tax excluded. Additional restrictions apply. See your local Boost Mobile store for details.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking. Now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Joe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
feel the aura of her presence. Every head turned, feeling passion and lust. The girl was persuasive, the girl I could not trust. The girl was bad, the girl was dangerous. I never knew, but I was walking the line. Come go with me, I said I had no time. And would you pretend we didn't talk on the phone? My baby cried, she left me standing alone. Just so dangerous. The girl is so dangerous. Take away my money, throw away my time. You can call me honey, but you're no damn good for me.
Survival, or the act of surviving, is achieving the natural desire to continue existing, typically in spite of adverse conditions that threaten one's life or livelihood. The concept applies to both nature, for example, a storm-damaged tree managing to heal itself and flourish, and humans like Robinson Crusoe, who famously not only managed to survive the harsh environments of a tropical island, but thrived, thanks to his relentless desire to survive using whatever resources were at his disposal to do so. With that being said, let's get into the video and discuss numerous wilderness and survival tips that could save your life, covering essential food, fire, shelter, and water skills, as well as various other useful woodland skills that you should know. Let's start with something we're all familiar with: pine trees. Pine is a coniferous tree which can be found in a variety of locations all over the Northern Hemisphere. It's one of the most popular woods used in manufacturing and carpentry, commonly found in homes around the world in the form of flooring, windows, furniture, and so on. But let's talk about its remarkable uses in terms of bushcraft and survival. Cordage can be made from pine roots and makes a great alternative to artificial twine, string, or rope. Simply use a stick to reveal the long, thin roots just below the surface and pull one up. The trick now is to split the root into two by pulling the ends away from each other. If one side begins to taper off, then apply more pressure to the opposite side to balance it out. This pine root cordage can be used to make traps, to bind branches for shelter building, or for primitive cooking. For example, here you can see myself and Mike from TA Outdoors smoke a whole salmon by clamping it between a length of split hazel and securing.
Ain't no, how many brothers you know making cordage out of pine trees? See, I'm a protector and a provider. I need you to understand. When a man like me come in your life, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You understand? Most men are not trained to do this. But men will front. No skills in the boxing ring. No boxing gloves, no training. But most men will front. Listen. A gun don't make you an effective or efficient protector. It is the training that makes you that. I know. I'm sorry. I know. A lot of brothers think just by default they are somehow the leader of their relationships. Now let me say this. These clips that I'm playing are giving tips on how to survive, right? Some type of disaster. Where's your internal kit that helps you survive you? See, most of you are surviving yourself. You're not thriving within yourself, which is 90% of why most people seek a relationship, thinking that that is a suitable and a effective way to escape the inner work that must be done. Most people are surviving themselves. Damn, surviving R. Kelly, you surviving you every day. I know people don't want to hear it tonight. Huh? There is an entire natural disaster going on in your spirit. And then you turn around and you hear brothers ding sisters for saying, well, they saying love ain't enough. And I can't take care of you like your mama. And I ain't your mama. If you want some home-cooked meals, if you want some loving, go talk to your mama. Well, guess what? Could it be, if you the leader, I'm just calling the brothers out tonight. If you're the leader, bruh, could it be she's mirroring your toxicity? Because you still surviving you? Do a documentary on how you surviving you. Instead of looking at Escape from Neverland, trying to get some dirt on Michael, huh? Instead of trying to look at R. Kelly, right? Man, I'm trying to stay alive, man. Instead of doing that, I'm fighting for my life. Instead of watching all the drama that's on YouTube. Huh, brother? How are you surviving you? Because you're bringing that to the relationship every day. And your woman got to survive you just like you got to survive you. Let me read that. All that stemmed from this question. To what extent does the development and maintenance of a couple's inner strength and resilience impact their ability to effectively create and execute a natural disaster survival plan? If you ain't right internally, you think you're going to be able to execute that plan? I'm just asking. Okay, let's get some callers in here. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason opening up the phone line. Let's get all over the country. Let's start with our famous and friendly brother, Sean, Oakland, California. Get in here.
Oh, brother, that's very kind. Here's what I'll say, man, is the fact that, too many people live in this thing. And I'm not sure, I don't have it figured out, but I've witnessed it a bazillion times, which is, I told you so, instead of what did you do to plan and prepare for whatever it is that we're talking about here, any kind of disaster, earthquakes in California, tornadoes in Colorado or across the Midwest, a crisis in your relationship with I've had to deal with, and I know many others have had to deal with. Hey, let's stop with this. I want to be a prophet thing. Okay, you want to be a prophet and predict the world? Wonderful. Wonderful, but guess what? Anyone can predict when there's two choices, right? You might get lucky once in a while. Wonderful. It doesn't make you a prophet, but you didn't plan and prepare for that, did you? You just wanted to tell someone, I told you so. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, Zoe, this is the thing that has always bothered me. Because when teamwork comes in, to play, and that's relationships, you want to make it work. You want to make this thing last. You want to have children together and bring them up the best you can, because there's no perfect way to do that. But I'll tell you damn straight.
Sean, don't leave me, brother, because I want you to expound. I want you to expound on teamwork when we come forward. Can you do that for me? Yes. When we come forward, we're going back to Oakland, California. My brother Sean is on complete lava mode. We're going to talk about teamwork.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Despite pushback from franchise owners, the Assembly passes Fast Food Workers Bill. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News, brought to you by CaliforniaBlackMedia.org. Assembly Bill 1228, known as the Fast Food Franchisor Responsibility Act, authored by Assemblymember Chris Holden, was passed off the Assembly floor with 42 votes in favor of the legislation, while 22 members of the Assembly voted against the bill. Some reasons Holden and supporters of this bill find it necessary is due to the reported wage theft of fast food workers, claims of violence at work, sexual harassment and assault claims, denied sick days, intense heat, poor workplace safety practices, as well as claims of retaliation for speaking out. Holden was reported saying, quote, "This does not imply that all fast food franchises mistreat their workers. It's clear that we must ensure our fast food workers are able to thrive in their workplace and their communities," end quote.
You're listening to K-Drip, where we play all the best classic water-wasting hits like Sprinklers in the Rain and Leaky Faucets. They're tunes from another time because now that we face a hotter, drier future, every drop counts. Despite an extremely wet winter, keep using less water, fixing leaks, and reusing indoor water for your garden. Visit SaveOurWater.com for more ways to conserve. Up next, brushing your teeth with the water on.
K-Drip. KBLA Talk 1580.
Tired of being locked out of job opportunities and shut down by systemic racism? KBLA stands with you in fighting for the rights of black workers, and we don't black down. The Los Angeles Black Workers Center is a dynamic alliance of workers, organized labor, community-based organizations, clergy, students, and scholars, working collectively to improve the position of the black working class. The LA Black Workers Center takes a comprehensive approach to addressing the black jobs crisis. Their programs promote access to quality jobs, racial equity in hiring and retention, discrimination-free job sites, and they prepare black workers for employment in high-wage, career-track jobs. The Black Workers Center supports workers who need help protecting their rights on the job. They give workers access to quality jobs and remove systemic barriers to employment. To sign up for free career readiness training, get involved in organizing around anti-discrimination, learn about union apprenticeship programs, or sign on to a trade registry, please visit www.lablackworkerscenter.org. That's lablackworkerscenter.org. Together, we can beat the black jobs crisis. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Come on. Michael and Prince back to back. Come on, man. The greatest that ever did it, them two. Parties weren't meant to last. Hey, the voice of reason has returned. My playlist is my co-host. We are on fire tonight. We have an amazing topic. And it was inspired by one of our regular callers, Brother Heru Ali. Got to give him shots out. Ghetto Gourmet, JCS. I think I'm saying it right. My brother I told him yesterday I would do this topic. Danger, the relationship bug-out bag. To what extent can the aftermath of our inwardly unhealed natural disasters exacerbate the impact of a real-life pending natural disaster? Oh, gosh. Oh, this is heavy, man. This is heavy stuff. Let's get Sean from Oakland back in here. Sean was making a point about the necessity of teamwork in a relationship.
Absolutely, brother. Here's the number one key, and this is, my opinion, but also there's a lot of old school, many years, backing it up, which is you do not have to agree with everything your other teammates or one teammate believes in to have a successful team. You don't have to have a perfect thing going on. What you have to have is each one of you respects each other. And that's what I was trying to say about when you're trying to say, I told you so, this is all going wrong and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's, in sports mentality, that's a loser's mindset. What you want to do is say, look, I hear what you're saying. We got some issues to deal with. Let's make it better together. How do we improve what we're doing wrong right now and make it better? Because you're going to have to deal with a bunch of crap. So let's not try to be the prophet or the person that's always right all the time. Let's try to make this work together. It takes work. It takes thinking about things. It takes problem solving. Everyone out there, you can do it. You just have to put the effort in.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the voice of my brother, Sean from Oakland, California. Town business. Listen. This is how you survive your own wounds. Number one, seek professional help. I love throwing out the sisters that I bring on the show, starting with Dr. Jashana Johnson. You've got natural disasters brewing in your spirit. Call Jashana Johnson. Dr. Jashana Johnson. Call Dr. Pacoya Robinson. Right? Call Mayumi McKinley, right? LCSW. These are sisters. Call Dr. Sunshine. She's got a show here on KBLA Talk 1580, 8 a.m. Sunday mornings. You want to survive yourself? Do a documentary called Surviving Me. Surviving the natural disaster that is me. Seek professional help. Practice self-care. I don't use the word care, I use empathy. Practice self-empathy. Build a intelligent, flexible, grounded, and actively healing support system. Practice mindfulness. Set realistic goals. Practice gratitude. Be patient. These are things you can do to prep you to have the resilience in the face of a real natural disaster. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just like the shrouded lighthouse. Something is happening on the inside and something is happening on the outside, and it must be dealt with, right? Now, I can give you all types of tips, right? The 5 elements of disaster preparedness are risk assessment, emergency planning. Well, let me go even deeper. Risk assessment, identifying potential hazards and assessing the likelihood and impact of disasters. Can that be applied to relationships too? The inner natural disaster? Absolutely. Risk assessment in relationship has a little bit, for the average people, has too much fear and ego in it when they're assessing the risk. Do you understand? They don't understand how, hey, when I walk into this relationship, I'm walking in to extrapolate data that breaks down how I show up, what I need to work on. No, most people have it inverted. We're walking into the relationship hoping somebody will assuage and coddle the wounds we have neglected via fulfilling our expectations. It doesn't happen. I'm giving you a list just like somebody that has a bug out bag. Hey, I got 2 bug out bags in my apartment building. What's a bug out bag? Well, it's a bag that has about 72 hours. Some bags have 96 hours worth of supplies in the event of a natural disaster. And we're cut off from power. We're cut off from resources. We're cut off from gas. We saw a lot of this happening during COVID, right? But what we also saw was relationship natural disasters happening during COVID. There was an uptick in domestic violence because the evil in you that you were able to leave the house and release it somewhere else was bottled up in that house with you. Huh? Huh? Yee. I know people don't want to hear tonight. Huh? A natural disaster can bring you close for a little while, The studies have already been shown. Texas, University of Texas at Austin, they showed it. There's a natural sense of altruism. But your relationship does go back to normal after a year. They said about a year goes back to normal. Whatever y'all was dealing with comes back saying, okay, we're here to collect. Nazarene X, get in here. What are your thoughts?
Oh, Lord, what up, man?
Am I wilding tonight?
Man, as usual. It's so hot, man. Look, one thing that just jumped up, golly, that list you just gave is phenomenal. That bug out bad. But look, even just in the sense of like running training drills and such, right? Just even considering the internal dynamic. I remember this was like years ago, probably like a good 10 years ago now. I had some one-on-one personal protection training. So I was like, going through those motions with a particular brother out here in the Atlanta area. And you know how some people, even going to a gun range or something like that is a foreign language to them, or they don't necessarily do that. When you actually in the thick of it and dealing with someone who's really going to turn things up a notch and really kind of put you in position to be even more effective. This brother had me doing drills to where he had the little bags and the like hitting gear type stuff, bags in the range with me. So instead of just sitting there firing at a standing target, right, a target that's not moving, I was tasked with getting hit, spinning around 3 times, laying down, taking hits or whatever the case is, and then having to load all with one hand and then fire at my target. You have no idea what it's like, especially if you haven't even considered these type of things, when you go from like a stalemate type situation to a stale target.
Wait, Nazarene, because you're breaking down some science, and I want to hear it. Stay with me. When I come forward, I'm going back to Atlanta, Georgia. Me and Nazarene X is going to continue this conversation. But listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. I want to talk to you. It's a heavy topic. We need to talk about it.
Party over, out of time.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. A mural is being created in Springfield, Massachusetts.